Hi, you're listening to Light Lounge with Dimitri K, broadcasted from the city beautiful Orlando, Florida. One of the brightest scientists of the 20th century was Albert Einstein. Einstein held on a unified view of nature while emphasizing on the limits placed upon humanity as we seek to grasp our vast universe in its totality. In 1914, Einstein wrote a letter to a friend using an analogy to help explain his limited grasp of reality. Nature shows us only the tail of the lion, but I do not doubt that the lion belongs to it, even though he cannot at once reveal himself because of his enormous size. Einstein's parable of the lion remains illuminating in that it highlights the themes of both connectedness and distance in our attempts to grasp the deep structure of our universe and working out our place within it. I'm reading a few paragraphs from the book called A Theory of Everything That Matters from Alistair McGrath. And what is the relation between Einstein's theories and music? For example, Einstein loved music and frequently performed in public, although it is thought that no authentic recordings of any of those performances have survived. Yet his love for music was linked with a sense that certain composers were tuning into something deeper about our world. He said, "Mozart's music is so pure and beautiful that I see it as a reflection of the inner beauty of the universe."
Whoa, whoa, yeah.
It is so encouraging to see that the mission of the Light Lounge with Dimitri K show to broadcast around the world emerging artists and award winners in the context of our contemporary world works. A number of the artists presented or interviewed on the show were nominated or became winners in different musical competitions, including the last week Recording Academy nominations. Let's hear some of the nominated artists and let's make the world a better place, one piece of music at a time.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Armand Hutton, and you are listening to Light Lounge with Dimitri K. The song you're about to hear is As Days Go By. It's my arrangement of the very familiar theme song from the show Family Matters. If you remember that show, they had a song called As Days Go By, and this is my take on it. It features the lead vocal of a singer by the name of Terrell Hunt, and also extra backing vocals by a group named Just Six. Other than that, I'm singing all of the parts. It's fully a cappella. I hope you fully enjoy As Days Go By, an arrangement of the theme song from Family Matters.
We're gonna fill our house with happiness. But we'll smother the blues with tenderness. There's room for you, room for me, with gentle hearts and opportunities. It's a bigger love of the family. It's a rare condition, this day and age, to read any good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. Some people say it's even harder to find. Well, then there must be some magic clue inside the
And yet another nominees, the Baylor Project, with their album Life at Apparatus. We're listening to Love Makes Me Sing.
Ooh, what a vibe. I'm not going to tell you when I finally figured out that Mums was from Chrysanthemum. I'm going to teach you something. It's real easy. And I want you to sing it with me. Yeah. This is super chill, super sexy, super ill. Not now? Okay. I don't know what's going on. La 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 la. La 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 la. I got that. La 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 la. And that's it. And then I sing. Love makes me sing. All right, y'all got it? La 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 la. La 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 la. That's right. This is New York. La 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 la. Love makes me sing. Time for the voice. There's a sweet melody I can almost see, and all the notes ring true when I'm loving you. As our love grows strong, giving our love song. You're the joy, love's the thing that makes me sing. Here we go. La 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 la. Ooh. La 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 la. La 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 la. Love makes me sing. In our own special time, magic rhythms, classic rhymes. Through the crowd, I can hear a voice so near. There's a rainbow sound in the love we found. You're the joy, love's the thing that makes me sing. Darling, you make me sing.
The internationally acclaimed R&B sensation Matt B teams up with Uganda superstar Eddie Kenzo, and with the song Give Me Love, it worked well for another nomination.
Give me love, 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 give me love. Nyina lafunye je kumutima, bembiro ozobola mugunuma, just because baby you don't care, and the loves them are just that I put my heart. I'ma keep trying, but your love got me so upset. Trying to get away, but I'm so obsessed. Cause I got all this love, why won't you get love? Why you do that when I pull up to the club? Why you do that when I say I'm in love? Going back and forth, got my hair messed up. Why you do that when you say I'm in love? Give me love, 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 give me love. For your century, no, la la. Chance of a touch, no, mama. Chance of a touch, no, baby. Got your chance of a trust in me. I'm a real nice girl. Give me love, 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 give me love. For my heart to me to you. I'm a kwano ganyi na monye semekano. Changu sama baby mpeka me to you. Kankuba kapela, kuni kido bajita. Cause I got all this love, I'm saving it for you. I got all this love, I'm saving it for you. Uncle Bido Bukalo Zenenzi Namu. Cause I got all this love and I'm saving it for you. Give me love, game.
Hi, this is Oscar Hernandez, leader of 3-time Grammy Award-winning Spanish Harlem Orchestra, and you're listening to Light Lounge with Dimitri K. I'd also like to tell you about my new project titled Visión or Vision.
And we're listening to the title song, Vision.
Hi, this is Lori Williams, international recording artist, and you're listening to my music on Light Lounge with Dimitri K.
It's my time, and Laurie Williams.
I realize I'm enough for me now. I turn the corner, no apologies and no hesitation to my destination. Reset my life, hey, it's my time. I've forgiven you for my heartache. No more sad songs, I can see the daybreak. Morning meditation, thoughtful relaxation. Trust the healing, learn to love again, love again. Babe, I know you've done it before. It's always easy, leave and close the door. I'm taking back my power within. Reset my life, hey, it's my time. It's too late, gotta love myself, babe. Say it's too late, trust the voice inside. I already know the strength that I own. Reset my life, hey, it's my time.
From the album A Different Heart by Dr. Hart Ramsey, we're listening to The Main Thing. Life is better than listening to a commercial radio station playing endlessly a few resembling songs. If you feel that way, you came at the right place. Light Lounge with Dimitri K plays the best award winners and independent artists around the world. And now let me go back for a minute to the topic at the beginning of the show. So, why did Einstein feel such an affinity with Mozart? Einstein's admiration for this great composer emerged during the 1880, long before the great Mozart revival of the first years of the 20th century. In his study of Einstein's core paper of 1905, the American physicist John S. Ridgen suggested that Einstein's achievement in science was comparable to Mozart's in music. Both were rooted in the assumptions and conventions of their day, yet both demonstrated an intuitive leap and a new way of seeing things that lay beyond the reach of those assumptions and conventions. And speaking about beautiful music, I'm just reviewing an album called Mnemonics Part 1. It is an album released by the UK composer-pianist Duncan Moss. Welcome to Light Lounge with Dimitri K. Duncan.
Well, thanks very much, Dimitri. It's great to be here with you on your show, and thanks very much for reaching out and getting in touch.
You're very welcome, Duncan. Let's listen to your first song called Goodbye Mom. Following your own words, Mnemonics Part 1 is an album encapsulating your memories and life experiences. How easy or difficult is for a person to express a personal life through the medium of the piano?
Well, I can't speak for other keyboard players, but I've always found a piano my go-to medium for writing music that expresses what I feel. I love the piano, and I started playing it when I was 6, so that's over half a century ago now. And I started with a teacher called Miss Cecily Cornish, who was a kind of real Victorian type lady, and she lived in this huge house, and I used to go over there and she used to check my nails and make sure they were cut and my hands were clean before she'd allow me to play the piano. So it was all very old-fashioned, but I used to love this old lady, and she really inspired me. So I used to play the piano over there, and unlike many people, I never had a problem with practicing because I absolutely loved it. I couldn't wait to spend time on the piano, and I'm still the same. It's never gone away. I just thoroughly enjoy playing it, and sometimes it's easier for me to express how I feel by playing the piano than even by talking it and trying to put it into words. So musically, it's definitely my go-to medium.
And yes, indeed, your compositions reveal the symbiosis involved between you and your piano medium. And that connection has been nurtured by, as you say, your old-fashioned piano teacher and her genuine approach. We're listening to New Birth. Each song in your album depicts a personal story, but can we assume that those stories can resonate and make listeners think and probably see their lives differently too?
Well, everyone's journey and life experiences are unique to them. However, there are many of these experiences and feelings that are common to us all. We're all wonderfully unique, which is one of the many things that makes life really beautiful and interesting. But the human condition ensures that we have touch points that are similar to us all. So I do find that when I'm writing, these might be personal experiences, and for this Mnemonics album, which is obviously all about personal experience and things that have happened over the years, they're kind of common to all of us. So they may resonate with people, they might listen to it, they'll obviously have their own experiences and feelings, but a lot of those will be very similar. So hopefully the music might engender that and allow those people to feel, basically what they're feeling enhanced through the playing of the music.
Your personal experience definitely resonates through your music, and if we feel that, it definitely resonates ours. That's what makes music so special. We're listening to Better Times. You also believe that human possibilities are endless. That also reminds me of Einstein's quote, "Logic will get you from point A to point B. Imagination will take you everywhere." Do you believe in that line of reasoning?
What a truly fabulous quote. Not only do I believe in that line of reasoning, but I have to tell you that it goes right to the core of who I am. I think this idea of logic getting you from A to B, but imagination will take you everywhere. I think there's never a truer thing said. Imagination is absolutely critical, and I believe that so many of us in life, where you always get the imagination squashed out of you, in whether it's upbringing or culture or whatever it is, it takes away from your ability to think truly freely. So imagination for me takes you to any place you want to go, and I think it's hugely important for your own development, for your own happiness, for your own pleasure, for your own fulfillment. So imagination is, for me, the most important thing in the world. I think without imagination, life is very poor. So I totally agree with that comment, Dimitri, and agree with it wholeheartedly.
If imagination works for you and works for me, most likely works for most everybody. Let's enjoy your composition Sunday afternoon. With your music, you also are looking for an escape and refuge from the busy corporate world, which is giving us something but takes away even more. Is it true?
Again, this is an interesting question, Dimitri, about looking for escape and refuge from a busy corporate world. Again, it kind of goes to the essence of this album. There was always a real challenge or a dichotomy between what you should do and what you want to do. And for whatever reason, it took me a long time to come to terms with, if you like, pursuing the artistic life. And I think, as it says in the bio, there were various things that caused that, but one of them was this medical diagnosis. So, to cut a long story short, once I kind of worked out what that was all about, then it was easier. But I think the nub of your question earlier was music as an escape from busy corporate or just a busy life generally. And I guess it kind of was. I never really necessarily saw it as an escape because I did it all the time. And I couldn't really exist for a day without doing it. But I found it very difficult to allow, we were talking about imagination earlier, very difficult to allow that full reign because, how can I put it, the business brain, the corporate brain and the artistic brain, they're like two opposite sides. They couldn't be more different, they're diametrically opposed. And therefore to give that artistic interpretation full reign, I couldn't really do the other. So I'm not sure if that kind of answers your question, but for me it was a process of working that out over a long period of time. Once I'd worked it out, it made life much, much easier.
Yes, you're right. Corporate and business brain couldn't be more different, even in the music business by itself. Corporate packaging versus creativity are always different, and I'm glad during the creation of your album you've been out of these concerns. Listening to Soul Notes. In Mnemonics Part 1, the listener can find subtle harmonies and colorful melodies. And now when it is completed, what would be the next creative avenue for Duncan Mass?
Well, Mnemonics Part 1 was essentially an album of piano songs. And they're what I call light touch. So they're played in a particular style, which I've done deliberately. I want them to be simple because I want them to be accessible. So there's plenty of melody there, there's plenty of interest. They go off in different direction, and I'm relatively happy with the results. So that was kind of stage one, if you like, getting those piano album songs down. You're asking me about the next stage. I mean, basically, I think the next one's going to be what I'm calling Mnemonics Part 2, which will be out next year. And that is an orchestrated version of the piano songs. So a good friend of mine, Steve Sedwillows, who's a Grammy award-winning arranger, said to me about doing the orchestral side of these songs, and I thought, well, that would be fun, so let's try one and see what it sounds like. So we did one, and it was great. So I said, well, I think you better do the other 10. Anyway, I'm really thrilled with it because it takes a whole different kind of sound and view on those songs. So they've come back, and I'm really happy with that. So that album's out early next year, and then from there we go to the third album which I've done, which took me about 4 years to write and record, which is called Stages of Life. And in a way that was, how can I put it, it was a 6-decade-old me giving advice to the 20-year-old me with a bit of narration on it. It's an unusual kind of album. It's a concept album. It's a full orchestra. It's a 14-piece band, and it's a complex piece of music. But I thoroughly enjoyed it because it's quite genre bending. It mixes the genres together, and it was huge fun to do. And I think it'll hopefully be interesting for people to hear that. So I'm really excited about that, but that won't be out till sort of towards the end of next year. Working on the fourth album at the moment, and there's plenty of other stuff going on and individual projects and collaboration projects. So yeah, plenty to come.
Well, obviously more than one Creative Avenue orchestral version of the piano album, another one Stages of Life, and a number of other different projects. Congrats for that. And we're listening to Moonlight Lullaby. And now from the listeners of Light Lounge with Dimitri K, let's wish Duncan Moss success with his album, and can you tell us also where it could be purchased?
Well, thanks very much for having me on your show, Dimitri. I've really enjoyed it, and I hope some of the comments will be of interest and helpful to your listeners. Thanks very much for listening. You've asked me where you can get hold of the music, so it's available for streaming and for download on all the major platforms, so it shouldn't be difficult to find it. If all else fails, then there's always the website, Duncan Moss Music, but as I say, it is available on all of the platforms. Thanks very much.
We really enjoyed your music, Duncan, and for the rest of the show, let's listen to two more pieces, When We Were Children and Joy. You're listening to Light Lounge with Dimitri K. It's time to say goodbye, and remember, hesitation is temporary, music lasts forever. Most of the artists you heard on this show are independent artists. And if you like some of them, you can Google the name and find them on Spotify, iTunes, Amazon, and the rest of the digital media, and that would be a great support for them. For any comments, suggestions and feedback, please email me at kopublishing@gmail.com. I'm Dimitri K, broadcasting from the city beautiful Orlando, Florida.